Okay, hello everybody. It is Facebook Live time, 1 o'clock on Tuesday. How is everybody doing and what are you working on today? I know a lot of us here in Florida are not sewing. A lot of us, or a lot of people, are busy getting their storm prep or heading on out or, whatever they need to do. I want to give a little shout out or a little plug to the best weather resource around, especially for anybody who's not in the area. You know, news, it's like bad news sells. Um, the best source that I have found, the most reasonable and level headed, is Dennis Phillips. He's with, I think, ABC News, but that doesn't make any difference. He's a meteorologist. Dennis Phillips Live. I've been telling all my friends up north that are worrying about family, friends, or whatever. It's live on Facebook. You can see him. Hello, Mary Hanchy. Are you all batting down over there in Land O'Lakes? He tells you that do not freak out. It's rule number 7. He says, do not freak out unless he tells you to. And obviously, you can't make good decisions if you're freaking out. So he helps keep things calm, a little fun banter in there. He's quite entertaining on Facebook. But that is the source that I watch. Some of the others I watch and I see all this stuff and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't. It's like going down a rabbit hole. Everybody's stressing out and panicking, and yes, we are. We are good. We are good. Mike has done all the things that we need to do here, almost. I think there's a couple things outside, but right now, the calm before the storm. It's just kind of cloudy, a little bit of maybe a little bit of sun. There's lots of things, of course, it's closed because, they need to be. I did get up bright and early and went to the gym and did my swim practice. I practiced flip turns. Anybody that is a swimmer knows what a flip turn is. If you've ever watched swimming, you know what a flip turn is, where you swim down to the end and you flip and come back. Well, you're really good at it. Those of us that are learning at this age, not so good. Water up your nose, water in your ears. Be careful. You kick the top of the pole. You twist sideways. Try to stay on the line. And a flip turn is like half a somersault. I can do somersaults no problem on the black line, staying on the line. Put the edge of the pool in there and tell me I have to flip halfway over without twisting and be ready to swim. Well, I imagine anybody that was watching would have had a good laugh. But you'd be surprised in how much of a workout you can get trying to do those. So it was a workout day. Probably the last swim of the week because we know what's going to happen the rest of the week. So Mike is at the shop. He is busy sending out everybody's Grateful Table Runner, October, the Grateful Month. Emily Scott Table Runner. Those are available if you're around and you want to grab it before you leave. You're welcome to. Otherwise, you have till next weekend. But he's getting the ones that need to go in the mail to the post office. Then the post office can deal with it through the storm. But he is. Anybody that placed orders, he's got all of that. He's working hard to get those things done just to make sure. Just to make sure. We're a couple miles away from water, a couple miles away from the beach, so we're not right on any of that. We live in a community with houses all around us. We live in a cement block house, so those are kind of the best that you can do and be, and and then you just make sure that you've got everything taken care of. If you saw my picture the other day, I did post a picture. I took all my water bottles from my races, filled them with water, and stuck them in the freezer. Now, if you do that, don't fill them to the top because when water freezes, it expands. So I filled them about 3/4 of the way full, put the lid on, and I didn't count how many, but there's a whole shelf full of water bottles in the freezer. just water can always, you let it thaw out. Now you've got ice, but you let it thaw out, you've got nice cold water to last, and if nothing else, it just thaws out and you can drink it. Next thing I'll do, the same things that you do whenever you have a blizzard. People in areas where there's blizzards, I've lived through the blizzards too, lost the power. That's a whole lot worse because it's cold. It's hard to stay warm if you don't have heat. Here, we'll just get hot. But, that's okay. We have a generator. And Mike was busy testing it yesterday, and we figured out with the generator, he could turn the refrigerator on, he could turn the freezer on. Then he tested, he said the most important thing is, as long as there's internet out there, he could get my studio back up and running. So he tested and it worked too. So I don't know. Last time there was a storm, we were out of power for a week because there was a tree. We could see where the tree fell down out on the main road, but they couldn't get to it to clean it up. So of course it knocked all the wires down. So that that may help. Certainly prayers for everybody down here is a good thing because there are some people that are definitely in the way and people that have definitely had to to evacuate, and lots of them that I feel for, and of course all the businesses down in Tarpon Springs. They're right on the water, and every time they get a lot of heavy rain they get flooded because they're right down there. So the water's coming in, it will flood. And so we just keep all of the people that are in the way of it in prayer, and we pray it goes away. Wouldn't it be nice if it just spun out in the middle and just kind of fizzled out? So anyway, that's what's going on with that. But with that being said, we have our license to create today, and tomorrow we should be okay. But sweet as pie on Thursday. Yeah, if you're here in Florida, you're not going to care. If you're somewhere else, Mike's sending out a link. There is no recording. I've not recorded because that was a sew along. You guys are welcome to sew along. It'll be open to you. You'll have the link. You don't have to wait in a waiting room. If I can get on, excuse me. If I can get on, I will. I just have to wait and see. Friday and Saturday, the North Pole tier tray. Again, I know people here in Florida are not going to care that there's a class that Friday and Saturday, or they're going to be sad because they can't get into the class. Don't worry. We did our backup plan. I stayed till 9 o'clock last night recording all of the class videos. There's 2 links so far. There's 2 links. I did not get the Orange Pop roller bag project in there, but I will get it to people that are scheduled for the class. Don't worry, I will take care of that. But the videos, they're super large because I go through all the instructions, 2 days worth of instructions, plus all the stitch outs and the videos and the how-tos, everything I'd be doing in class. That's my backup. Mike is sending it out so that everybody will have it. So you will be able to work on your projects. If you want to do them as a group, there is still a link. And I'll be there if at all possible, but there's still a link. And you guys will have the link to sign in on Friday and Saturday, and you'll have the video. So nobody's going to miss anything. This fun stuff like the drawing, we'll still do that. It's just going to be a little bit different. I apologize, but that was backup plan because I just wanted to make sure that everybody could still do their class and not not miss out on that. So we've got that. And then of course October 1st, Saturday, we're into a brand new month. Can you flip and believe it's October? Oh my gosh. So I've got a couple things going on in October. I have my Punny Valentine. If anybody that missed that, super cute designs. I have a few spaces. We're doing that one again. Our Amelia Scott table runner, like I said, Mike's sending them out. Our brand new color dance block of the month behind me is we are doing that class starting on the 11th. Guys, that is going to be so much fun. I think it's 6. It's not a real long, but you're going to be doing the half square triangles, flying geese. Just look at those blocks in bright colors. We also have a version that is, and I don't know if I still have it laying here. No, everything's gotten moved around. The shy version. It shows it on the website. So we do have spaces available. I'd love for you to come join the class. Everything you need for the top of the quilt, including the binding, is in it. Then, of course, we can help you pick fabrics for your backing whenever we get to that point. You want to learn to do stitch in the ditch or quilt it on your own. I'll be happy to work with you on that as well. So we've got that. Let me see. Our dealer digital exclusives, of course, will come out next week. I would not expect them on Saturday, although we'll see, depending on internet access, whether we can get that taken care of. But if Mike can, he will. If not, please just bear with us till the first of the week. Let's see. Our steampunk. Oh yes, I just added that on the calendar. Our steampunk, the alternative age quilt that you guys were waiting on. It's here. It's floating around here. That quilt, I do have the kits. Yeah, I must have half of the stuff over in the other studio. Okay, that is, we're just going to do a sew along. It's not a difficult because it starts with a panel. It's like a quilt in a day. So we're going to quilt in the day on October the 14th. You can go in and register if you want to just make it on your own. You certainly can, but we've got the fabric, and I bet you know somebody that likes that steampunk. A younger person maybe, or even older people. I like it, and I wanted to make it because it always reminds me of the Wild Wild West, the original version. And I say that every time, but the original version, and I can remember it's one that my dad watched. So the TV, we had one TV. We were fortunate to have color, but we had one TV, and he controlled the remote, which was Sherry, change the channel, Pam, change the channel. That was the remote. But he controlled what we watched, and I know that was one of the shows that he liked, so kind of brings back memories there. What do you do if you run out of power and you can't teach class? Cut kits. We've got our snowman and our Santa coming up later in October, which means I got to get kits cut. So I can cut kits without power. That's what I did. I brought fabric home, set it up so that if I can't have power and I can't sew, I can cut your kits. If you want to do either of those, the Santa or the snowman, with Shannon Fabrics, April is going to teach the class. And she's not charging, so I'm not charging. So all you're doing is paying for the product, paying for the kit. So I had some people say, well, I want to make 2 pillows. Good, sign up twice. Since you're not paying for the class, it doesn't matter. You're just buying the kit. The snowman, you look at the picture of the snowman. Oh, he's so cute. I love his hat. You're going to have to make the hat. He doesn't come with a hat. So we're going to have a contest. We're going to make the snowman, and we're going to have a contest. Let's dress the snowman. Yay! So we're going to add that little contest in there along with the class. Now, I asked the other day, Kimber Bell is asking us to do a +1, add an extra class between now and the end of the year. I said, yay! So I asked everybody, what class would you like to have? Got some really good responses. And overwhelmingly they said, oh, I want to do Sugar Plum Jubilee. So I sent it out and I signed it up and I sent the note to Kimberbell and found out today they have no more kits. So there is no Sugar Plum Jubilee. I am sad to say. But I'm asking again, if you can't do Sugar Plum Jubilee, what have you not done that you would like to? I know one person said that they would like to do the one-day event that was the garden, the little garden guild one. If we're looking for another short one, another spark event is the floral, which is making the little change purses, the little change purse and the little clasp purse, which are good projects for gift giving, bazaars, things like that that you need to make extra things for. So I could switch it out and do that. So I know, Jamie, you're watching. You signed up for it with your friend. So anyway, they told me the sad news, there are no more kits, so nothing that I can really do about that. Let me see. Oh, I know. Okay, for everybody that's doing our Edge to Edge Pro, you guys signed up for the new Edge to Edge Pro class. Let me get this up. This one. And you bought the book. Thank you. You want to do the class. Thank you. You have a homework assignment to prep for the class. There is no kit this time. There is no kit. You're going to make the table runner out of your fabrics, your scraps, and the stuff that you need to do ahead of time is listed on the registration page. So if you go on the website and you register, you have that information right there, because we're going to be making this little table runner like this and learning all of the math and stuff. It's not hard, but how to resize. And you get a bunch of designs, and my papers, my templates keep falling all over the floor. We're going to be doing that, and then based on the class, we'll see if you guys that are attending class will get to tell us if you want to make another project in there and do some more practice. You also will need the Toolshed software from Dime. It's free. Everybody should have it. I don't care what software you have, because that's what we're going to be using to do the resizing. It's a super simple piece of software. It doesn't do much, but does what we need for that class. So anyway, you'll need to have that and download it. And guess what? Well, I don't know how to do it. No problem. You buy the book and the instructions are right there. Yep, tells you right here, I think on this. Let's see, and you get a bunch of designs in here. Oh my gosh, you get a whole bunch of designs. So anyway, that's the class, and she has created more designs that they're called the Edge to Edge Pro, which means they're the designs that can be resized. So that's really cool. Can fit into your your projects that you're doing. So okay. Let me see. That is the main stuff that I wanted to touch bases with everybody today. It's just we're not disappearing. We are still here. We're still, we'll still work whether we're at the shop or at the house. That's just kind of the way it is. So you can still place orders. If anything, things might get delayed a little bit. If we get blown away, we'll let you know. I did ask everybody yesterday on our friends page, because that's kind of a group. It's not open to everybody all over the internet. Okay, our friends, they have to be a friend. Is if you're here and you're part of the friends group and you feel comfortable, let us know that, hey, I'm okay. Hey, I'm leaving. Hey, I'm back. Hey, there's something I need. That's a good place to put those posts, because we are all friends together in our group, and we will get this together. And of course, all of our friends everywhere else can keep us in their thoughts. And remember the Facebook page, Dennis Phillips Live, if you want the real deal on have you shown the bonus designs for the North Pole? Kathy, yes, I have, but you know what? I'd be happy to, because I got them right here. And I do show them on the video, but I do have them here. So that's a great question. And any other questions you guys have, I'll be happy to answer. Okay, the bonus designs, because we're going to be doing the, it's lace. We're going to be making the lace snowflakes that go with the lights, and they have little holes in the middle. Oh, I gotta get some sleep. Okay, we're going to be making the lace, so this carries on to it. Let me get these sorted out. The designs, the bonus designs are lace. So you have lace packages, little ones, so you could put those on top of the lights. So you have those, and then you have a larger one, the large size, so you can make this size right here. And these are all on the bonus CD. You have trees, and when you see mine stitched like this means that I've got it's freestanding lace, and I've stitched it out on 2 layers of wash away stabilizer. I just haven't washed it away, so I don't have to I don't lose my little critter, my little pieces. So that's if you want to do the small. Those make really cute earrings too, by the way. Or here's the larger one. So you've got, there you go, the larger. Then you have Santa hats, little Santa hats. And these are super cute. You can make them into little pins. These would be good little things to do at your bazaars and stuff too. Makes them into an ornament. Then you have wreaths. So all of this is on the bonus. And then a larger wreath. Man, that's just perfect for a tree ornament or a gift tag. Then you have mittens. So cute little mittens. Same thing, then 2 sizes. And I don't know why. Something about this just really I don't know. He's just too cute. We have gingerbread. So we have the little gingerbreads, and then we have the bigger gingerbread guy. So again, all of those designs are the bonus. So you can, $100 worth of product, Kimberbell product, gets you the bonus. If you like the freestanding lace, one of the fastest ways to get there, if you don't have that, is Kimberbell's Lace Studio. So the Lace Studio, if you don't have it, has all of these really cool lace designs, and the lace designs they don't come apart, but they also have the individual elements. So you have like the watermelon, you have flip-flops and sunglasses. Well, look, there's flip-flops and sunglasses. You can stitch them as part of the design or by themselves. So that and water-soluble stabilizer, I think, can get you to your bonus. So that's, unless you guys have some other questions, I'm going to go back to class because we're trying to get these things worked on. In fact, if you've missed it, oh yes, look here. You've seen my gnome. And by the way, who's got the gnome? I want to make sure the gnome's in a safe zone for the hurricane. This is one of the pages that we're working on in the Woodlands book, where the doors open, the mushrooms move, the shrubs move. We have water and sky with rainbows. We have a tree we can put little critters behind. So this is what we're working on in class today. I still have, I have a few of those kits available, and of course the videos with all of the teaching. Happy to share that with you. If you say, oh wow, I'd like to have that, it's not too late. It's not too late. Oh, there was one other thing. There's a new Kimberbell quilt coming out. It's called Oh So Something. It's coming in February. Oh, great. Sheila's got him. Okay, Sheila, take good care of him. Got the gnome and Happy. He's helping her prep for the storm. Great, great, great. Happy can be very helpful, and maybe some pictures. Pictures would be nice. The new Kimberbell quilt, and I think it's a quilt, and then there's other projects. So it's bigger, table runner and things. I think it's bigger than what we had last time. We're taking pre-orders, but this time we're doing a little bit differently because we know there's fabric, there's the design, the book with the CD, and then there's embellishments. You can go on and commit to those and do a pre-order, just $10 for each one. It is non-refundable, but the $10 comes off the price when the stuff gets here. So instead of having to order it, all of it now, and it's only September and you're not going to get it till February after Christmas, you can just put in and say, hey, I want it. It's available on the website, and it's with a deposit, so you can do that. We're trying something a little bit different on that when there's a deposit. There is a brand new Kimberbell event the first week in January. I will have the kit in probably another 2 weeks, the instructor kit, so I'll be able to share the designs and stuff and show that to you. So I think that brings everybody up to date, and unless you have another comment or a question, I'm going back to class. So you guys be safe. Would that count for the bonus designs? What about the new Kimberbell Cuties? Oh, Kathy, yes, the new Kimberbell Cuties. Mary, that's 20. Yeah, that it could count towards it, yes. What you're paying, but for the whole amount, I have to watch because you can't use those numbers more than once. Let's see, what about the new Kimberbell Cuties table runner? Yes, I have the snowman for January. It's starting in January, and I'm working on getting that in there. The books won't come until October. And the way the new Kimberbell Cuties will work is, of course, you have to have the book, and that has all the designs. You can choose and opt for the background quilting if you want, but you don't have to. And then, of course, we'll do the monthly, the kit, the subscription with the fabric kit. And what I'm thinking is the table. Let me grab my first one here to show you. It's a nice thick book. You can see I printed out the pages. They just gave us not the printed one. I don't have the printed version. But here is January's. Now this is just this is the table topper. I don't have the back on it yet, but I think the books are available for pre-order. We will put together a kit. You can see there's a lot more to this than previous. You're still going to have your designs on the corner, but these are all embroidered out. And these are quilted, made in the hoop, like the new Me Time. So these are made, this is all done in the hoop with or without background quilting. Now, if you want the background quilting, you go through our affiliate link and you get those from Kimberbell. But these are all quilted, the border's quilted, this border's quilted, and the snowman. So this size, if you look at it, and they're all going to be the same size, is the same size as our table or our table toppers, our pillows. When we've made those pillows, well, I'm going to show you how you can put the back on this and stitch in the ditch. Then you can decide if you want it to be a wall hanging. You can decide if you want it to be your table topper, or you could use it as a pillow of the month and put your pillow in each month. That's kind of cool. So anyway, this is going to start. The book from us. Yes, you ordered the book from us. It's on the website. It's the background quilting. Kimberbell's keeping the background quilting. That's, I don't know, that's not on, that's downloads. So you get that. but you'll need the book. So everybody will need the book, and then we'll set it up as a subscription. The book works for the first 6 months, January through June. Then they'll come out with another book with the rest of the year. So they're doing it, I think, in two different parts. I think January and February will be doubled up because we're still doing the table runners, and we have January and February, I think, that are still table runner classes as well. But I know everybody's anxious to do the table toppers, and it might be the same people, it might be different people. So for those 2 months, we may have, two classes running. Okay? So there you have it. That's what's going on. I will hope to see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Providing that power and everything else. But at least if I have my phone, I can pop on and check in with everybody and see how they're doing. So make it a great afternoon. Go sew something and keep signing up for classes. We appreciate it because that's how we keep the lights on. And oh, by the way, the pumpkin. Pumpkin's not sitting in here, but I shared it yesterday. Watch for the pumpkin. It's a serger. It's our first serger class in a long time. So we are going to be making the pumpkin probably the end of October. It's not a Halloween pumpkin. It's a fall pumpkin. So we'll do that so you can have it. It can be made sewing or serger. You can just buy the pattern if you want. But we're going to be doing that as a serger class. And I know some people are really excited about that. So stay tuned, and I will see you tomorrow.